Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Ajax Road to Glory. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And of course, the first game in the previous episode was against a team called Adu Den Haag. Now, we'd already faced them earlier on into the season in the Eredivisie, and we absolutely annihilated them, considering they are supposedly one of the best defensive teams in the Eredivisie. First time we played them, it certainly didn't show that because we put 6 past them and the game finished 6-1. Unfortunately, we could not keep a clean sheet. And then in the previous episode, we've played them for the second time in the Eredivisie and it was a decent result. Again, this time we managed to keep a clean sheet and we beat them 4-0. So I was very happy going into the second game after beating that first team 4-0. I thought, you know what? This should be a walk in the park. And again, we were playing another team that we played, I do believe it was the second or third game at the start of this season when we faced off against a team called Heracles. I do believe we beat them 4-0 or maybe 4-1. I'd have to go back and check that, but I'm pretty sure we beat them 4-0 or 4-1 this time round. And I am yet to edit this episode, guys. I'm yet to edit the previous episode. And although we beat them 2-0, I'm telling you now, that game was so stressful. You'll have seen it by the time you're watching this video, although I haven't edited it yet because obviously this is episode 21 and that comes after 20. But it was down to like the 80th minute and I do believe we still hadn't scored. And then out of nowhere, within 3 minutes, we went and scored 2 goals. So although it might sound like it was an easy game, you guys will have watched it by now. It certainly wasn't an easy game. And the reason that there's so much pressure and stress on right now is because, of course, with the Ajax Road to Glory, we are 23 games in. As you can see there, 23 played, and we are yet to draw or lose. All 23 games have been wins, and we are attempting to go the whole entire season, which is 34 games in the Eredivisie, without losing or drawing a game. At the least I will take is a draw, but right now I'm confident to continue our winning ways. You can see our goals for are 75, goals against are 10. We have a goal difference of plus 65. I talk about this so much because if you guys watch the Liverpool career mode, you will know that I do fan objectives, and one of them is at the end of the season, whatever the goal difference is, I'm going to turn that number into Great British Pounds, GBP, and I'm going to donate it to a charity. So right now we'd be donating £65 to a charity that you guys are going to vote for at the end of the season at Liverpool. So it's a shame I didn't do that in the Ajax, but if we do continue the Ajax in season 2 or we continue the Liverpool career mode into a season 3, I'll be sure to keep the fan objectives. And the best thing is I can start my brand new series which also will have fan objectives with a little bit of a twist, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. The first thing I want to mention at the start of today's episode, guys, is hopefully the audio is nice and crisp. You'll find today that I'm a little bit more quiet because right now in the UK it is 10:30, 22:30, so it is very, very late, so I don't want to be too loud. But one thing I'm hoping is over the last 4 or 5 videos that you've watched of mine, hopefully the audio is nice and clear and nice and crisp. Hopefully no static, no pops, no crackles, no bangs, and no nothing, just nice clear audio. So let me know once again, guys, down below if the audio is nice and clear. But in today's episode, I'm going to have to go with a little bit of a tactic here, and if it works, then I am a tactical genius. The first game, of course, is against PEC Zwolle. We are at home. The only issue we've got right now, which I will show you, is the lineup. But before I quickly show you the squad, look at the 2 games in today's episode. PEC Zwolle at home, and then we've got Liverpool, and I do believe that is also at home. Now, right now, the first leg ended 3-2 at Anfield, which basically means it's 3-3 because we've got 2 away goals, they've got 3 home goals, but away goals count as a +1, so it's basically 3-3. The game plan for Liverpool is to score a goal or 2 in the first half and then go defensive in the second half. The important thing is we keep a clean sheet because it's 3-3 technically right now. If you imagine it's 3-3, if Liverpool score a goal, that means it'd go to 4-3. But it's basically, it's difficult for us because then we'd have to take it 2 goals because they've got an away goal, so it counts as 2. So it wouldn't really be 4-3, it'd be more like 5-3. So we'd have to score 2 goals for any chance of us winning. So that's why it's important that we don't let any goals in. The issue we've got right now, guys, you can see we're playing on the 3rd of March. and then we're playing on the 6th of March. Now, first of all, the congestion on FIFA is always going to be the same, and it is a little bit of a pain, but this is the issue. Now you can see the lineup that is about to play against Zwolle. It's not fully fit, and this is where the risk comes in, because I'm going to play some players like Bandy, Bruin, Labyad, Shears, Mazrui. I'm playing them, and they're unfit, but I'm hoping that I can get a goal or two early on in this game, and then I can kind of play a lot of possession football. So there's hopefully not going to be too many highlights in this first game, because once I go 1 or 2-0 up, I'm going to play possession. I'm going to pass it around in the midfield, pass it around the centre-backs. I want to keep possession so they don't go and score. So if we can score early goals, that'll be great for us. But this is the lineup I am going to be putting out against Zwolle. We've got Kasper Dolberg up top in that striker position, Bandy, Bruin and Labyad in the central attacking midfield roles. We've got De Jong and Loftus-Cheek in the central defensive midfield, and then Tagliafico, Shears, De Ligt and Mazrui at the back, with of course Onana in goal. We also know that in the previous episode, Eating has done his... was it his shoulder? Has he dislocated his shoulder, I do believe, and is out for 8 weeks. So we don't have many players now that can play in that CDM role. And even if we click into the team, guys, and I quickly show you, 3 players or 4 players on the bench are not fully fit. We've got 3 players that are fully fit, but I need to rest them for the Liverpool game. And then when you look at the reserves, apart from Lamprou, the goalkeeper, who can't get into the team because of Onana keeping him out, Eating's injured, Umkano's not fit, Van der Beek's not fit, and neither is Voba. So a very, very difficult game up next, because not only do we need to win it because we want to continue our win streak in the Eredivisie, we also need to make sure we've got a decent team to put out against Liverpool, because we are currently joint or drawing on 3-3. So we need to make sure that we win that game and progress through to the next knockout stages in the Champions League. But right now it's about... I'm not even going to be able to speak. I was speaking so fast then. It's all about this game against PSV Zwolle at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Let's get an early goal, hopefully. Dolberg to tuck one home, and then we can play a little bit of possession football. And if we can get 2 or 3-0 up, then I'm sure we'll put this game to bed early on. Slightly concerned and worried about this game. The commentator's already talking about Kasper Dolberg. He's played 21 games, and he has scored 21 goals. He hasn't scored in every game, but there is times when he scores 2, scores a brace, scores a hat-trick, maybe even scores 4. He's been absolutely incredible and easily one of the best players in this Ajax side. But what worries me right now is the fact that we are undefeated, and we're coming out with a team that is not fully fit, and unfortunately did struggle against Heracles. Yes, we beat them 2-0, and it's mad because when you think of it, beating them 2-0, it sounds like it was a walk in the park, but you guys will have watched that match. Apart until the 80th minute, nothing was going right for us. We were having so many shots, but none of them wanted to end up in the back of the net. But eventually, we got there, and I'm just hoping that this Ajax team can get the job done, get an early goal, and hopefully take the pressure off us a little bit. But it is going to be Kasper Dolberg to kick us off in this first half, and let's get it underway. Nicely done. Loftus-Cheek intercepts Labyad. Straight up now to Bruin. Dolberg. Bruin on the overlap once again. Bruin this time. Oh, how has Bruin not scored? Bruin still yet to score since joining us. He's had some great attempts so far. Let's go Dolberg. Get it behind Kasper Dolberg. Surely Kasper Dolberg. It's a save. It's a save from Van der Hart. De Jong brings that down nicely. Dolberg straight through now to Bandy. Bandy first time. It's 1-0. That is what we needed. We've had at least 2 or 3 decent attempts on goal against Zwolle, and we just have not been able to put one in the back of the net. But it's the man who scored in the previous episode against Heracles when we needed it.
It is certainly,
and it is Bandy to put us 1-0 up.
We thought we were coming here to see.
Oh, it's a good ball through there. That is a great ball through. Let's get there. Onana denies. And again Onana, it's into the side net and from Fleming. Could have been back to 1-1 there. Could have been back to 1-1. Let's go De Jong. Nicely done. Oh, we've given the ball back to Fleming there. Ball comes in. Let's deal with it. Nicely done. Play it into the middle. Here's Bruin. Waiting for the overlap now of Bandy. And I tell you what, if Bandy's got a lot of pace on him, which he has, let's go into Dolberg. Dolberg to Loftus-Cheek. Out wide again. Looking now for Labyad. Labyad to finish it. He has done. That is a beautiful bit of counter-attack on football there from Ajax. We had them down our end just a few minutes ago, having a few decent chances. We pick the ball up, go up the left side, ball into the middle, beautiful ball into Dolberg, over to Loftus-Cheek, onto Labyad, who buries it in the top left corner. At his first goal as well, Zakaria Labyad He's not the fastest. I normally tend to want to play him through the middle. We're playing him out on that right attacking midfield role. And we do finally find ourselves 2-0 up. And maybe, just maybe, we can start to relax a little bit. Dolberg waiting for the overlap now. Let's go to Labyad. Go on, Labyad. Take a nice touch. Nice little ball in towards that back post now. Looking for Frenkie de Jong, who goes for the acrobatic. And unfortunately, it was miles high. Well wide, well higher goal. And the referee also does blow for half-time at the Johan Cruyff Arena. We're going in here with an absolutely unbelievable lead. 2-0 up. That's exactly the type of game plan I went out with. Realistically now, what I'm going to do in the second half is look at bringing some of the bigger players off. The likes of De Ligt, if he needs to come off. Loftus-Cheek looks like he probably needs to come off. Labyad, Bruyne and Bandy, I'm quite happy to play them right through because we can easily bring Ziyech in there. We can bring Tadic, we can bring Foden in. It's not too much of a worry. Dolberg might need to come off, but again, we've got Giovanni Simeone who can play up top. So realistically, I'm quite comfortable with the lead right now. If we could get a third, I'd be happy to put this game to bed. And I do believe if we get that third goal, we will have put this game to bed. So let's get this second half underway. Let's try and mark up here. Don't give them any options out, lads. Don't give them... See, they're easily out now. This is the problem. You need to stay tight to your man, and they're going to be in behind here. That was a beautiful bring down. Onana saves. Tried to slide in there with De Ligt. Couldn't get across quick enough, and Onana pulls off an incredible save. Nice interception there from Mazraoui. Nice ball in now, looking for Bandy, back post, cleared away. But only as far as Loftus-Cheek takes it down. De Jong tries to take it round his man, onto his right foot, gets the shot off just wide of goal. Foden up to Labyad. Through to Simeone. Simeone tries to feed that through. Let's try and win that ball back now. Here's Foden. Here's Bruyne. Through to Simeone. Come on, Simeone. Use your strength, son. Simeone makes it 3-0. And this game is well and truly put to bed. And for the next 10 minutes, guys, I don't even think you're going to see a highlight. I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to pass it around. I'm going to play possession football. That was the whole point and the whole tactic of this game. And we've just got a little bit lucky. Well, not even lucky. We've worked hard to get into great positions to score goals. And that's exactly what we needed to do. And Giovanni Simeone scores his second goal in the Eredivisie. But as I'm saying, for the next 10 minutes, now we're 3-0 up, there's probably just going to be a lot of passing. So I'm not sure if there's going to be any more highlights for the rest of this game. Foden up to Bruyne. Bruyne's got a run there of Giovanni Simeone once again. Simeone wants to get in behind. Let's cut this back. Simeone onto his right foot. Looks to bend one. Let's get there. Bruyne! And the young man that we scouted from the catalogue, he is absolutely knackered. I'm about to get the defibrillators out for him because he's got no stamina left. Has just scored. 4-0 against Volley. Simeone cuts back. Good attempt there. Falls to Bruyne, who takes it on the volley. Bear in mind, he's only, what, 62, 63 overall rated? What a volley. What a volley indeed. And I'm so happy he scored because he's worked so hard in the games that he has played or come on as a sub. He is our future star. We got him from the catalogue. Let's make sure we keep a clean sheet here, though, lads. Make sure we mark up. Nicely done, Foden. Play it round at the back, lads. Shares over to Mazraoui. Back to De Ligt. Shares, and there we go. Playing it round, messing around with it at the back. We were already 3-0 up. I didn't think we were going to get a fourth. Bruyne does go on to score a fourth. I mean, we keep a clean sheet. We win another game in the Eredivisie, and the best thing of all is it was a bit of a walk in the park, which we needed because we've got a massive game up next against Liverpool in the second leg of the Champions League and knockout stages, the round of 16. Our first knockout game, and we got drawn against Liverpool. It's 3-3 right now. We really need to do our best to score an early goal. And you know what? The lads played absolutely unbelievable. 13 shots, 7 on target, as Voller had 4 on shots, 3 on target. And did Bruyne just pick up man of the match? Wow. The youngster Bruyne, who is only 62 or 63 rated, picks up a 9.6 rating. Man of the match. And gets himself a goal. Did he get an assist? He got an assist as well. Goal, assist, and a man of the match. Well, he may well turn out to be an absolute beast. We did get him from the catalogue. So let's fingers crossed he grows into an absolute superstar. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central, about to face off against Liverpool at the Johan Cruyff Arena in the round of 16 Champions League knockout stages. This is the second leg. The first leg ended 3-2. But in Champions League talk, that's basically 3-3 as we have 2 away goals. This is the biggest issue. I raised this in the last episode of the Ajax Road to Glory. I constantly hear people messaging me saying, Brad, can I copy your career mode and stuff like this? But one question I do get asked is, what's the most difficult thing in the Ajax Road to Glory? And I said it's the size of the squad. And as we jump over to the starting 11, you will start to understand why. Look at that lineup. Dolberg, De Jong, De Ligt, Umkano, Tagliafico, none of them are fully fit. And this Liverpool game has come at the worst time possible. If we could have had it on Saturday or Sunday, that would have been fine. We could have had 5 days rest, but we've had 2 days rest in between that game where we just won against Villa 4-0 and this game right now. So Kasper Dolberg's not fully fit. Giovanni Simeone's not fit. I regret taking Dolberg off of Simeone now. I should have left Simeone on the bench and he could have started up top fully fit. De Jong, it's a little bit difficult right now. You can see him playing Daley Blind in the CDM role. That's because we've got Frankie De Jong and we've also got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Eating is sadly out with an injury. De Jong and Loftus-Cheek are not fully fit, as you can see. Obviously, you can't see Loftus-Cheek. He's on the bench. But eventually, I'm going to have to take Frankie De Jong off and bring on Loftus-Cheek. Tagliafico at left back. We have no choice because Vober isn't fully fit right now. De Ligt at the back. I've played De Ligt, Umkano and Daley Blind. They're our main centre-backs. We've also got Shears, but he's just played in that last game, so he's not fully fit. It's going to be a very difficult game, and this is why the tactic is to just get out there and gun for Liverpool. Work out whether Matip's playing, Lovren's playing. Stay away from Virgil van Dijk. Leave Robertson and Trent out of it because they will keep up with Neres and Ziyech. If Lovren or Matip is one of those centre-backs, that is where we're going to attack. That, for me, is the weak link in Liverpool and will be where we try and get Kasper Dolberg or Neres in behind that player, and then we can potentially put it in the back of the net. But don't forget, we may have Onana in goal, but they have Alisson, who is a very difficult keeper to beat between the sticks. But this is the lineup we are going to put out against Liverpool. We've got Kasper Dolberg up top in that striker position. Neres, Tadic and Ziyech in the central attacking midfield roles. De Jong and Daley Blind in the central defensive midfield. Tagliafico, Umkano, De Ligt and Mukiele at the back. With, of course, Onana in goal. This is massive. If we can score a goal or two in the first half and go in after 45 minutes, 1 or 2-0 up with a clean sheet and not conceded any goals, I truly believe we can win this game. But if we don't and we go in maybe at 1-1, maybe 1-0 down, it's going to be a big struggle to get back because we don't have the fitness and the players on the bench to come on as a super sub or bring fresh legs to the pitch because we don't have fresh legs to bring on. It's going to be massive. We've got to keep the front three, Mane, Salah and Bobby Firmino, quiet. It was Mane that scored. In fact, Salah got the assist. Beautiful whip ball in for that third goal that they scored. Mane on the header and Onana couldn't keep it out. But let's get into this game at the Johan Cruyff Arena. This is going to be big. I mean, we've played some already very difficult games in the Champions League. If I remember correctly, we had Bayern Munich in our group. We also had, who else did we have? Wasn't Roma, that's in the Liverpool career mode. Who else did we have?
Taking on Liverpool.
I can't even remember who else was in our group now. It's been that long.
Pretty good all round
Liverpool 3-2.
Still a lot of work to
Bayern Munich beating Atletico 2-0.
Should be a great
We've
game.
got Dortmund beating Juventus 4-2. A lot of goals have been scored. I'm trying to think, is it like Trabzonspor or something like that we played in the group? There's Salah, Bobby, Naby Keita, Julian Draxler, forgot about him, Fabinho, Robertson, who is playing at the back. Who is that defender right there? And obviously Van Dijk's probably got the captain's armband. Yeah, Van Dijk. Danny Rose is their right back, isn't it? I forgot about him. But who's that other defender that they've got at the back? It best not be Jonathan Tah, because he's someone that I signed in the Liverpool career mode. Obviously Klopp's been watching my transfers from the original. Anyway, let's take a breather. Let's get this underway. And there's going to be Kasper Dolberg to kick us off in this first 45-minute period. Played around with that ball too much. I cannot believe Klopp has signed Jonathan Tardy, someone that I got in the Liverpool career mode, is Tadic. De Jong. Play it straight through now. And again, let's lay it off now to Tagliafico. Nice little ball in now, looking for Dolberg to clear the way only as far as Daley Blind. Bobby Firmino's going to bring that down. And there's Fabinho now to Salah. They're going to look at pushing out now, lads. They're going to get in behind. They're going to get in behind. Let's get on them. Nicely done. Keep that pressure on. Nicely done to let go backwards. Let's go, Onana. Let's go, Onana. Oh, my word. What has Onana done?
That will give them quite the lift. An early opening goal lead. Well, you always want to start quickly, and there's certainly a quick
How has Onana not come away with that ball? Onana, you may well have just cost us the game. How did you not run out and get that ball? Why are you diving like that? It's now going to take us 3 goals. 3 goals to pull this back and win. Tagliafico pushing on. Let's go into Dolberg. Dolberg into middle now for Daley Blind. Let's go, Ziyech. Get round them. Or round to Ziyech. This has got to count, Ziyech. It's got to count, son. Oh, straight at Alisson.
Sheer quality of the shot, and
we need to be at least 2-1 up by half time if we want to pull this back. Umkano, if you're going to score at any point, this is your time, son. Ball in. Umkano to clear the way only as far as Daley Blind. Is Ziyech. Gets round his man. Pull it back. Nicely done. I just can't find a pass here to Dolberg. Ball in now. Oh, Frankie de Jong.
Well, 2 goals down. You
can't
keep wasting chances like this.
We can't keep wasting chances. You're not wrong, but we continue to waste those chances. Ball round now. Dolberg putting it around the outside to Tadic. Here comes Tadic. Let's try and cut it back. Still Tadic. Play it into the middle for Neres. Neres onto his right foot. Looks to Ben one. Oh, Alisson again. We're going to struggle to beat Alisson. I'm going to say it now. It is going to be difficult. Play it round to Dolberg. Dolberg trying to get round his man. Dolberg looks to fire one. He's hit the post. If it's not Alisson denying us, it's the post. Well, we definitely don't deserve to be losing, that's for sure. Let's go through now to... Oh, giving the ball away there. That's not good. We've given it away. We can't be giving it away. And again, we've given it away again. Here comes Naby Keita now through to Bobby. Mukele gets in the way. Draxler follows up and Onana denies. We go 2-0 down here before half time, and I cannot see a way back. I mean, we've got to come out and score 3 goals in the second half, so we really do not want to be given another goal away. There's Jonathan Tah to Draxler. There's Naby Keita, gets a shot off Onana collects. And there we go, isn't it? Onana collects that ball after Naby Keita gets his shot off. We're going in at the Johan Cruyff Arena at half time. 4-2 down.
And now this Champions League.
I'm going to go and look at the stats because I'm going to be more shocked than... There we go. 7 shots, not one of them on target. We've had more possession. Liverpool having 4 shots, 3 on target. It's just not good enough. We were coming into this at 3-3. They've now scored an away goal. The one thing we didn't want to happen has happened. It's a long way back, but I honestly think if we dig deep and score in the next 5-10 minutes, we can potentially claw this back. But Liverpool are going to kick us off in this second half, and let's get it underway. Nicely done, Daley Blind. Here's De Jong now, playing it through to Ziyech. Ziyech around the corner. Go on, Dolberg, run, son. Anyone going to give me any options this side? Yep, Neres is going to give me an option. Neres coming forwards. No, he's going to get battled off the ball by Draxler. Liverpool are just too good. This Liverpool side, there's not much we can do here, if I'm completely honest. Let's close that down. Nicely done, Dolberg. Come on, lads, give me options here. Here's Daley Blind, round the corner now to Tadic. Tadic, round to Dolberg. Come on, Dolberg, no! No! Oh, that was the pass. We're going to have to make some changes now. We've still got to remember about the Eredivisie. Let's get Loftus-Cheek on for De Jong. Let's go Van der Beek, who normally does score a fair few in Champions League. Let's bring him on for Tadic. 3 subs. We've got literally 25 minutes to go. We've got to pull something out the bag here. Come on, lads, let's win this header and do something with it. Okay, that's a good ball. Daley Blind up to Tadic. Tadic laying it off now. Let's go to Ziyech. Ziyech, first time! I don't know what we've got to do to beat this keeper. I mean, Alisson is an unbelievable keeper. I don't know what we've got to do to beat him other than go for a sweaty.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench.
Let's go backwards. There's Neres. Loftus-Cheek. Ziyech through to Daley Blind now. Round the corner now for Simeone, who drops the shoulder. Simeone! He's... Oh! How has
Yeah, he
Alisson
didn't have
got to that
long
one?
react but you have to praise his reflexes there.
Oh, it's killing me, this. Absolutely killing me. 1 minute to go. What's the other time going to be? I mean, not that there's any point. And here comes Henderson coming forwards now. Mukele does well to come away with that one. Resume Kano. Through to Daley Blind. Up to Van der Beek. Van der Beek through to Giovanni Simeone. Van der Beek now. Daley Blind. Now, see.
And so it is, full time.
We're out of the Champions League.
Never take European nights for granted. They absolutely revel in them. And Liverpool will be the side progressing from this time. Well, through by the narrowest of margins, you have to say they deserved it over the 2 legs. Just. They won't care about
They
that.
deserved it over the 2 legs. Are you joking me?
Has to leave the competition.
They scored in the 92nd minute in the first leg, and it should have ended 2-2. And if it had ended 2-2, it could have potentially been a whole different game. Salah scores in 11 minutes, and we managed to do nothing in the 80 minutes after that. I honestly think as well, like, Alisson made so many saves. What were the stats like? You know what? I mean, I don't know what you guys are going to have seen from that game, but I'm going to leave as many highlights in as I can. The fact that we only supposedly had 2 shots on target, I felt like Alisson made a lot more saves than 2. So I'll be intrigued now to look back at the highlights and see how many he actually kept out. 10 shots though, 2 on target. I mean, I tend to say on FIFA, whatever shots I get, half it and add 1, and that's when I'm happy with shots on target. So for those kind of stats, I expect 6 shots on target, not 2. Absolute sickener. Right guys, now just quickly before we get back to the central, thought I would show you some of the other results. So of course we lost 4-2 on aggregate to Liverpool. FC Bayern beat Atletico Madrid 3-1 on aggregate. Shockingly, Lokomotiv Moscow beat Roma 3-0 over the 2 legs. Dortmund beat Juve 4-2 over the 2 legs. PSG and Galatasaray are currently 2-2 and they've still yet to play. Spurs are 1-1 with Hoffenheim, still yet to play. Barcelona are 3-2 up against Lyon and they are still yet to play. And then Manchester United are 2-0 down to Real Madrid and they are, of course, still yet to play. So let's get back to the Central now. Absolutely gutted that we've just been knocked out there. Absolutely gutted. I thought, you know what? The run that we have had in the Eredivisie so far, 24 played, 24 wins, only 10 more games between us and an Invincibles season. And we've just went and got knocked out of the Champions League. I honestly thought, guys, because the Ajax career mode may only be a 1-season thing, depending on which, you know, series you guys want me to keep, whether it's the Liverpool career mode or the Ajax Road to Glory, it would have been lovely to have just won the Eredivisie, won the Oranje Beker, and won the Champions League all in the first season. That would have been absolutely unbelievable, but unfortunately, it's not meant to be. So what I'm going to do now is advance all the way to the next game against Fortuna. We're going to jump over to the office, read this email from Hakim Ziyech. He's just thanking me for letting him get in the team. Look at the squad. It's so difficult right now. We're back at the Johan Cruyff Arena for the next episode. The first game, we're at home. The team's just not fully fit. Okay, Dolberg can come off for Simeone, Foden can come on, Van der Beek can come on, Vober will have to play, Mazrui, Bandy, Shears. I mean, that is honestly the hardest thing in an Ajax Road to Glory. Not only is the money situation a bit difficult because they don't have a lot of funds. I think we got, what was it, 35 million euros. That's not a lot of money to play with. The other biggest issue is the squad depth. It's just not there. I mean, reserve players, there's 5. It's just, I know we've sold players and stuff, but that is the difficult thing with the Ajax team. So what I quickly want to do now is, are we going to have a nice break? So we play Fortuna Sittard on the 10th, and then we are playing AZ a week later. So at least after this game, we have a whole week off for our players to get their energy back, and then we are playing AZ, one of the bigger teams in the Eredivisie, so we could do with winning both of those in the next episode. Then we've got Feyenoord in the semi-finals of the Oranje Beker. If we beat them, we're through to the final of the Oranje Beker. I do believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then we go into April, and I mean, look at this. The 3rd, the 6th, the 10th, the 14th, the 21st, the 24th, EA, you've got to fix this. You've got to fix this. It doesn't work. You cannot play a team and then have 2 days off and then have a fully fit team and then have 3 days off and then play again. There's some very difficult games in there right now. We've got PSV in April. We've got AZ in March. We've got Vitesse. Those 3 teams are very, very difficult for one simple reason. They are teams that are battling at the top right now. We've got AZ down in 3rd. In fact, FC Utrecht are 4th. We play them for the last game of the season. The Graafschap are in there. To be honest, I thought Vitesse would have been in there. Vitesse clearly not. They're down in 10th. Fortuna Sittard are down in 16th. But then again, we played Heracles in the last episode and struggled against them. FC Emmen, Zwolle, we've played them before. Excelsior. It's going to be a difficult couple of weeks, especially now because we're only 10 games. Let me just check. It is actually 10 games. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Yeah, 10 more games until the end of Season 1 of the Ajax Road to Glory. And we are going on strong and still yet to draw or be defeated. Can we continue that for the next 10 games? It's not too long to go, and I'm pretty sure there'll only be another maybe 6 or 7 episodes, and then we should have finished the season. So I'm thinking if this is episode 21, at least by episode 28 or 29, I'm sure we will then be at the end of the season. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around there, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.